All right, got my tools out for today, my blocking stuff, sandpaper, guide coat, which I've already put down. So I'm going to do my best to get this finished, this sail panel right here finished today, and I'm hoping I can at least get this block sanded. I'm hoping. I'm not going to put much faith in getting more than this done, but we'll see. We're going to do what we can. But this is going to be my goal, to get this block sanded out, get it anything that needs to be. I don't know if we can see this in the camera, but stuff like this taken care of, and then we'll go from there. I am going to go ahead and start with a longer block because it fits on there nicely, and it'll take up a good nice area to get a smoother sand. And then I'm going to start with, I believe this is going to be a 180. Oh, that's the 240. 240, I think that's, yep, 180, 240, and then this should be 320. So, yep, we're going to work our way down through all of this. Now, for this curved piece here, it comes with a round one that actually fits nice and perfect right there. So I'll be able to use this piece instead of having to use stick or anything else. So I love this kit right there. Comes with all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and get the 180 put on here and get to work on this panel right here. Okay, so I just did the roof just from here back. It's not too terribly bad. Yeah, it's not as bad as it could be. It is a low. Actually, that seems like you would think that's a high spot. Going over it right here feels like a low spot. But I guess if I sanded this more, it would even it out. So, but anyway, this, I used my little body hammer here and pushed this in just a little bit, simply because this spot up here needs to be built up, because then it gets high right here, and then it gets obviously low right here again where the emblem was. So this emblem piece has to be built up to this edge here, and then to right around here, and then feathered out. And then this little spot has to be filled. So there's going to be a lot of filler here, probably over this spot right here, obviously. Yeah, this, hopefully it's just skim coated all the way and that's it. But yeah, this panel, and I got a feeling the only reason it's like that is simply because it was a vinyl top and you wouldn't see half that crap. And it's, you know, I don't know. I don't remember ever having any, you know, I know this damage wasn't there, but it was probably because of the sticker that was there. Water got under it, stayed there, and whatever. I just said to heck with it and skim coated the whole thing. So this way, when I block it, we'll definitely know what's what. And it's thinned out, it's drying now. It's almost cured as it is, because here's a little piece of it pushing down. So, and somebody wanted to be closer to the action. For some reason he didn't want to be on the ground anymore, so I guess it's more eye level with the horses when they come over here. I don't know. Anyway, so I feathered it into here. I feathered this top piece here, so this is level and this is feathered over here. I didn't realize it until after I sanded it, but it looks like somebody's taking a poop. Anyway, I have to do this piece here because this is just a touch bit low, and then I'm going to go ahead and start working where these rivets were on the bottom here. Alright, so we are in the process of trading all this stuff out for painting stuff, because now that I've gotten this all sanded, I'm going to go ahead and prime it, all of this also, so that, well, I got to redo this and this piece here. And I'll drape some over this, but you know, front windshield has to be done partially also. But I'm gonna go ahead and get it primed, and this way, the way it should be done is because all this is smoothed out. This looks like it has a bunch of low spots in it, but really when I go over it, they don't feel low. So it might just be because, I don't know. But I don't feel like I have low spots when I go over them with my hand. So I'm gonna leave that up to the primer and the guide coat. And I'm actually gonna use regular primer, not that primer. So I'm gonna mask this off here in a second. And we're gonna go ahead and prime this thing 2 coats. Yeah, 2.5 coats. And at least this side, because this side's done. I'm not going to bother sanding the other side. Once this side's done primed, I'll go ahead and turn the car around. This way we can go ahead and do the other side tomorrow, but we'll do this side today. And then this way I can block sand and guide coat the whole roof at one time, instead of in pieces. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my stuff traded out, and then we'll get started. I have to organize my little area here, but I've already mixed this up, as in make sure it was stirred up. I got my hardener, I got my prep ball that I haven't used yet, and I got my little trick here that I'm going to try so that I don't have to worry about keep having to throw and buy new ones. There's a different system, I think it's PPG, that I want to get in the future, where it's disposable cups that mount to the top of the spray gun instead of using this. But until then, if this works, I'm going to stick with it. But now I got the car painted off here. The only reason it's taped off inside is because I'm going to have the door open to spray the middle of the roof back this way, and then once I get to the point to where I can reach up here easy without having to, you know, reach up here and I'm barely touching the roof, then I'll close the door. Actually, I'll go ahead and just, yeah, I'll go ahead and tape off a piece there now that I'm talking about it, because at least I can stand up here for now and spray. Then when I get closer, can shut the door, and I'll have a piece. I'll tape off this glass, and then I'll have another piece of paper on the glass itself, so that when I spray here, it won't get onto the glass. Although this is already coated in the other crap, let's not make it worse than it already is, right? So, all right, I'm gonna get to mixing my primer, and then we'll get going. Somebody been hearing me open and closing the door to the Cutlass, and he's all too eager to be outside now. All right, so 1 coat down. We'll get 1 more to go here in a second. Yeah, it's obviously funny. I can see, you know, anyway, it'll all get taken care of. What I thought was smoothed out by hand obviously wasn't, but that's okay. So that's what this is for me at least, to get this on there. And I got enough for another coat. This idea didn't work too well, because obviously you can't get a very accurate reading. This Ziploc bag doesn't seal all the way up to the plastic container, and in order for to do that, you'd have to have like a vacuum or something to, it's just more work than it really needs to be. So, but it's still got everything mixed properly. I'm waiting for my timer to go off so I can put on the other coat, which is another 20 seconds. So got my spray patterns before I sprayed it. Yep, all done. Get another 1.5 coats on here, or 2 coats, whatever ends up I have left in the cup, instead of just throwing it out. So let's get the next one on. Okay, got everything done, cleaned up, put away. Got it all nice and tiger striped on the top. Did enough to get 3 coats on there, surprisingly, not 2.5. So tomorrow or the next day, I will be able to guide coat this and block sand it and really see what needs to be done. But so far, from just looking at this panel right here, this looks good to go. Except, you know, these pieces here, you can't, I don't know if you can really see them through the, yeah, anyway, this still needs to be fixed. I didn't concentrate on that. But the rivet pieces here, you can see where the bondo, it wasn't really sanded smooth enough where I thought it was. But this here, I could look on the panel right after it was painted and it was nice and smooth. So this should come out nice after blocking it and everything. I'm hoping the whole roof is the same way, that I don't have a lot of highs and lows. I'm hoping that it just smooths out with the guide coat, and then I can leave it alone and then continue on to the other side and then be done, and then move on to the doors and the quarter panels. Actually, it'll probably be the quarter panels I'll move on to next. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I hopefully will get on this tomorrow, but over the weekend will be the Camaro, because the rear bearings have got to be replaced and I have them now. So that will be a video. I'll do that. Just like this Camaro needed its rear bearings done. That one is bad too. It only needs the left side, but you know, you're there doing both. So anyway, thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we will get to this, and I will see you later.